Welcome everybody back to the Steve Show. We are going to be recapping the week 1 of the NFL season. And man, was it a show. What a day it was. As you can see, I'm a Packers fan. And I must say, that was a great win. It was a great win over a rival, division, team. And we just made it look pretty easy. So I am going to go over a recap of a little bit of my take on every team. Starting with the Green Bay Packers, obviously. Gotta just say, they knew what they were doing with Jordan Love. They did the same thing with Aaron Rodgers behind Brett Favre. You draft a quarterback when you don't need one. That's what you do. You draft a quarterback when you don't need one, so they can sit behind someone that's doing it well and learn from them. Enough said. They played the Bears. Bears fans, it's not your year. I know there was a little bit of hope. Justin Fields coming back, hopefully in his third season, going to improve. It didn't happen. Offensive line, mistake after mistake after mistake. Your wide receivers don't even want to block. So, move on to next year. Hopefully y'all can rebuild. Let's go Panthers. Bryce Young, he just needs time to develop. Threw a couple picks. He did get a touchdown pass to a tight end. But he's young. He's going to need time to develop. Bijan Robinson, on the other hand, on the Falcons, looks like an NFL star right off the rip. I think he's going to be doing big things, and I'm actually a little nervous about the Packers playing the Falcons this coming week. So that should be a very interesting game. Our run defense looked okay the first week, but Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier are another animal we'll have to contend with. Bengals. They still thought it was the offseason. They didn't know week 1 started yet. So hopefully next week they'll bring their A game against the Ravens, because that's gonna be another tough divisional game. The Browns defense is legit if they're healthy. You know, you got Myles Garrett, you got Zadarius Smith. Their secondary is pretty good as well. I don't know how much it was the Bengals not being ready for that game, or how much it was the Cleveland's defense, but they disrupted Joe Burrow quite a bit. Jaguars. They beat the Colts 31-21. You know, they're a solid team. They're still a playoff team. I mean, that's enough said. They didn't even use Christian Kirk. Christian Kirk had 1 reception for 9 yards. It was Calvin Ridley's show. Welcome back to the NFL, Calvin Ridley. As for the Colts, Anthony Richardson looked good. Looked decent. Made a few mistakes here and there, but I would recommend picking him up on a fantasy team, because he's going to continue to get rushing touchdowns. For sure. Baker Mayfield on the Bucs, showing his toughness, beating the Minnesota Vikings. He showed a lot of grit in that game, stiff-arming defenders, running. I don't know what to expect from the Bucs this season, but I know Baker Mayfield has a lot to prove this season, that's for sure. As for the Vikings, they should only throw it to Justin Jefferson. I don't know why Kirk Cousins throws it to anybody else. If you're going to throw up a 50-50 ball to anybody, you might as well make it one of the best receivers in the league. Tennessee Titans, I feel like they are a bunch of washed-up football players. I'll say it. They got Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins went there. I still think he might be a little bit washed up. Derrick Henry, yeah, he's still powerful, big, but like when you stack the box, he still might break through. He's still decent, but he's getting old for a running back. Saints. When I watched the Saints, the little bit that I did, I have to say they have to protect Derek Carr. They are not doing a very good job of it. They did pull off the win against Tennessee, but it was 16-15, and I saw Derek Carr getting hit quite often. So yeah, protect Derek Carr. You guys got a better chance of winning a lot of games. 49ers could be the best team in the NFC. One of the best teams in the NFL. They have not lost a regular season game since they got Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy also fits perfectly into that organization, that playbook. That whole team in general looks like they never missed a step. First week of the season. The Steelers, it's unfortunate, but you had to play the 49ers week 1. Big momentum shift there. They probably got smacked in the face. They have a lot to come back to next week. Hopefully Pickett can step it up. I mean, the 49ers have a great defense. They had to play one of the best defenses in the league right off the rip, week 1. So you know what? Chalk it up as a loss and move on to week 2 and improve every day. That's for sure. Moving on to the Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals. I'll tell you what, they did not have a receiver with more than 50 yards. I don't even know if they broke 40. That is not going to be a passing team. I have James Conner on my fantasy team, and I liked it, but he still wasn't utilized as much. I'm really hoping he does. And with that passing game in it, you gotta have James Conner. He's one of your stars on the team. You gotta use him. It's like Aaron Jones on the Packers. Pass it to him if you need to. Hand the ball off to him. Get him the ball. Let's see. The Commanders. Sam Howell didn't look terrible. I think he did pretty well. I mean, they won 20-16, like I said, against the Cardinals, who are going to struggle scoring this year. But Sam Howell didn't look terrible. He managed a game, and he came out with a victory. That's a W for Washington. Houston. If I had to say one thing about Houston is that they throw the ball too much. With a rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud, they're throwing the ball way too much. You have Dameon Pierce, who is a solid back, hopefully, if your offensive line can manage. Yeah, I mean, you played the Ravens. They have a good defense. They're always flying around the ball, and you're a rookie throwing them 40, 50 times. It's too much. As for the Ravens, they got a good one with Zay Flowers. A good one with Zay Flowers. If you don't have him, try to get him in fantasy. If he's on the waiver, he's probably not. But they looked all around good. I mean, Lamar's spreading the ball around, but having rookie playmakers like that, I think that's very good. As I can say for myself with the Packers, Jaden Reed, rookies, playing well. I love to see that. So, Las Vegas Raiders. I would say that whole game, the Raiders and the Broncos, 17-16. I would say they both just need to improve. Vegas came out with the win, 17-16. Jimmy Garoppolo showing some grit in that game, running for a few first downs. Yeah, again, protect your quarterback, play solid football, manage games. You'll win some games. I don't see either one of those teams as a Super Bowl contender this year. Moving on to Dolphins and Chargers. Actually, we got Philly versus let's do Philly versus the Patriots. I mean, what can I say? The Eagles were in the Super Bowl last year. They played a Bill Belichick defense. They didn't look great, the Eagles, but they got the job done. I do feel that they have a short week now against the Vikings on Thursday. I think they will make improvements against that team. I think they'll look much better, and hopefully the Vikings will too, because honestly, Kirk Cousins cannot turn the ball over as much as he did if they want to win games. Dolphins, Chargers. I hope they can battle again at some point this season. Maybe in the playoffs. Because that was a good game to watch. 70 points total, 36-34. Tyreek Hill going off. Like I said, he would have over 200 yards in the first game, as he stated he would have 2,000 yards this season. So he's an incredible ball player, and if he's really working on his route running like he says he is, he may be the best receiver after the end of the season and surpass Justin Jefferson. We'll see how about that. Chargers again. You have a great team, like I said before in my other video. When you hear their names, Eckler, Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, you think those names and you're like, they're gonna score 30 to 40 points a game. And they did. They scored 34. They couldn't quite get it done. So that was a good game. Rams, I thought they were efficient. Matt Stafford didn't make mistakes. He kind of just managed the game. Played very well. No touchdown passes, no interceptions. Who cares? You won 30-13 over Seattle, who lost their 12th man. At a home game, didn't show up. Rams kind of like their offense just rolled over them without even a Matt Stafford touchdown pass. So Seattle definitely has to step it up, and they need to score more points if they want to win games. Can't win games with 13 points unless you are playing the Giants, because the Giants put up the goose egg this week against the Dallas Cowboys, which we all knew the Dallas Cowboys were going to have a good defense. But in a game like that where it's rainy, everybody's slipping around the field, it looked like the Giants had slippery shoes on and Dallas had spikes, because Dallas was all over the Giants, tackling them, hitting them hard. Daniel Jones couldn't get out of his own way. It was a bad game for the Giants, a goose egg. It was really, really, really bad. However, I had the Dallas Cowboys defense, and it saved me in my fantasy league. So I am 1-0 in fantasy this week, mostly because of the Dallas Cowboys defense. Not to throw shade on the players that actually did well on my team, but there was a lot that did not. Moving on to Jets and Bills, it was a very disappointing day in New York. Aaron Rodgers down and out for the season. Very sad, very sad. He only lasted about 75 seconds in the game. However, they still pulled it off with Zach Wilson. Let's say the Jets had 3 interceptions, all from their rookie cornerback. And he already got his incentive of $250,000 for that. So that's pretty impressive. First time ever I think that's ever happened. But moving on to the Bills, Josh Allen, you can't turn the ball over like that. You're throwing the ball to the other team every play. They lost to Zach Wilson. What do you want me to say about the Bills? They lost to Zach Wilson. They didn't lose to Aaron Rodgers' Jets, because Aaron Rodgers was out in 75 seconds of the game starting. So he lost to a Zach Wilson-led Jets team. Yeah, that defense carried him, but let's just say that was an impressive win for the Jets. OT, punt return touchdown to win it. It was epic. It was epic. So yeah, that was our week 1 recap. It was a great week 1. I'm looking ahead to week 2. We got the Thursday night game, Eagles and Vikings, tonight. So I hope you all get ready, get your drinks, chill, relax, and get ready for Thursday night football. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button on my channel. My week 2 game picks and fantasy suggestions will be coming out I believe, tomorrow night. So make sure you keep your eye out for that. And I appreciate you all. Y'all have a great day, a great night, and I'll see you next time.